Over 600 games in the IPL, and we said we'd pick 6. You've already seen 3. Now let's get on with the other 3. And I hope by now, having seen the first blog, you're starting to think, hang on, which 3 have these guys come up with? Because obviously they've missed this game and they've missed this game and they've missed that one and they've missed so many others. So which are the 3 we're going to come up with? Okay, here's a hint. 2 of them come from IPL 2014. The first of those was actually in Abu Dhabi. If you're a Kolkata Knight Riders fan, you don't want to know. If you're a Rajasthan Royals fan, you're going, wow. Rajasthan Royals have batted first in Abu Dhabi. They made 152 and KKR are chasing fine. They just need 16 runs from the last 2 overs, but they've got 6 wickets in hand, and then the wickets start to tumble. Shakib just takes them across the line to get them into a super over game. That was exciting enough with wickets tumbling and runs coming towards the end of a T20 game, but now we're into a super over. They make 11. Rajasthan Royals have to chase now. With the last ball to be bowled, there's 3 to win. Now, what would you do as a batsman? 3 to win of the last ball. I can imagine a lot of players taking their front foot out, opening up their shoulders and trying to go boom over wide or long on or over mid-wicket, even straight. The field was spread as much as possible for the big hit. And then Steve Smith gently nudges, I've never seen a shot like that, just gently nudges the ball on the offside, plays it slowly enough to be able to run back for 2. And then he starts to celebrate because it's a tie again in the super over. But the rule is, as you count back, even if it's a tie in the super over, the team that scored more boundaries won. So when Steve Smith was playing that last ball, he knew that they had more boundaries. All he had to do was ensure he got 2. The field is spread out. Absolutely calm head. He just pats it for 2 and Rajasthan Royals win that game. We're still in 2014, but from great joy for Rajasthan Royals, we come to the ultimate heartbreak. I don't think there's been a more heartbreaking finish in the IPL than this game. Mumbai Indians have to qualify, but given the way the net run rate is calculated, irrespective of what Rajasthan Royals score, they have to get those in 14.3 overs at the Wankhede Stadium. Now the Royals have actually been in a very good position, stumbled a little bit, but any win was going to be enough for them to qualify, and they made 189 in 20 overs. Now I know that the Wankhede is not the easiest of grounds to defend, but 189 in 14.3, everybody came in and started throwing their bats around. Cody Anderson was sent in at number 3. It's probably the best innings he's ever played. But when Ambati Rayudu came in, 5.1 overs available to Mumbai Indians, they had to score 83. And Rayudu, who's been such a fine player for Mumbai Indians over the years, makes 30 of 10 balls. With 1 ball available to them, or so they believe, the score is 188. Rayudu mishits, charges for the single. They miss the run out at the non-strikers end. The scores are level. He's coming charging back. He gets run out. And there's drama going on because we're all sitting in the commentary box and calculating. Rayudu thinks he's blown it because the scores are now level. You're not 190 but 189. He's disconsolate. We actually thought they needed a stretcher to take him off the field. He was in tears over there. But the game has to go on, right? And then word came through that if you hit a 4 or a 6 of the last ball, your net run rate still goes above what is required, because the score that's calculated in net run rate is now not 190 but 193 or 195, and so close were the decimals that would make a difference. Now Faulkner bowls one to Tare swivels, hits it for 6. Being the football fan that he is, he goes running around with a football kind of celebration, and the one moment that will go into every history of the IPL is when Rahul Dravid takes off his cap and throws it on the ground, and we said, wow, this IPL must be something if it causes Rahul Dravid to behave like that as well. But what it did was, everybody realized afterwards that if you back yourself to hit a 6 of the next ball in a net run rate situation, it's okay. If you get a really good ball on the ball that you have to hit out of the ground, it's okay to take a run if you back yourself to hit a 6 of the next ball. It was an extraordinary game of cricket, and it taught us a lot. Some people said afterwards, why didn't Faulkner just bowl a wide ball? They would have gone only to 190. That ball wouldn't have been counted. It still would have been 190 from 14.3. Gee, the discussions that went on long into the night and the next morning, it was one of the most memorable games in the history of the IPL. And so on to the last of our selection. I don't know if you'll agree with all these, but here it is nonetheless. The IPL of 2017. Whoever thought rising Pune Super Giants with the team that they had and all that was talked about would make the final in front of their Mumbai Indians. They're playing at Hyderabad because the Sunrisers had won IPL 2016, but it's not a wicket becoming of a final. It's slow and the Mumbai Indians are batting first. They're struggling. They get to 80 for 7. Then Krunal Pandya starts to play some shots. He's an amazing cricketer. Krunal Pandya has a very good IPL, then you don't know where he is. And he comes back and plays the IPL and it's going to be like that once again. And he starts to play some shots and Mumbai, in spite of that revival, only make 129. Now just imagine you're playing the final of the IPL. You've only made 129. It makes it so much easier in the run chase. Or sometimes it makes the chasing team be overcautious. Steve Smith probably knew that if he was there at the end, then rising Pune would win. And they needed a Steve Smith kind of batsman. It was a slow turner. Washington Sundar had bowled his 4 overs for just 13. He scored 51 of 50 balls and yet they kept falling behind. Maybe they needed to play that big shot somewhere in between, but it didn't happen. Dhoni came in. Dhoni couldn't quite take them home. It came to 11 of the last over, but with wickets in hand, Steve Smith still in. You still back the batting side to win. Manoj Tiwari hits a boundary of the first ball. It's 7 of 5 balls. Then a wicket goes down. Then Steve Smith gets out. It's down to 6 of 2. It's down to 4 of 1. You need a boundary, but actually 3 is enough to get you a super over. But then how many 3s do you see in the IPL? The fielders are so good. They patrol the boundaries so well. They run so swiftly, but the ball is still played in the deep. 2 are taken. And then when they're coming back for the third, there's a run out and rising Pune just see the game slipping away. It would be their last IPL. They could have finished it on such a high note, but Mumbai Indians just scraped through for a third IPL. And then when the first 10 IPLs are done, the first batch of IPLs are done, Mumbai Indians are still standing and saying we won more than anybody else. So there you are. Those were the 6 games that we picked. There were so many other games. And I'd actually encourage you to write in to CricBuzz and say, you know what, these were the 6 games that we liked. This is the reason we liked them. It'll all just add up to the excitement of a fantastic new IPL 2018.